Hey guys, Peter Vic here. Look here. Very close. Very close to startup. Very. Look at that. Run S10 ls swap headers. The way it comes down, from what I heard, it will work in the Vic. So it comes directly down, and the way the factory ones did, that should work. And I think it will. Now there's two different types. There's these type that these two fold over, and there's another one where it rolls over and comes around. Now those will not work because you got the 1, 3, 5 wraps around a big old freaking loop. A big old loop and comes back around. Those will not work with the AC box and stuff, and I'm getting old. I want AC. I have not taken my AC box out. I don't care. I'll put a freaking Stratton 5 horsepower in if I got to. I'm gonna have AC. So, plus we work where I work when it's 130 degrees during the summer, you gotta have AC. So, being this is gonna be a daily-ish driver, but torqued her on there to 12,356 pounds. Snatch the old lock off of there and drop the starter on there. Got the manifolds and the cold packs and all that stuff mounted down. Got the wires drop, injectors hooked up. Same thing on this side. Got all the injectors hooked up. Click, 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 click. Cold packs. Click, 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 click. Got the headers on there with the extensions. Got the old carbon monoxide sensors. Just kidding. And I still need to rewire the transmission harness. When we went to pull the harness out of the truck we were getting it from, the exhaust and everything was still on here, and we tried to fish it up from behind it. It kept getting locked up. And since I didn't pay for any of that, I couldn't cut anything. I didn't want to destroy anything that's not mine. So I cut the harness. I'm just like, well, I'll just butt connect it back together. So somewhere down here, there it is. There it is. I'll reconnect it. I'll butt connect it back in and all this stuff. I'm not soldering it because I don't care. But I'll put it back together. Butt connect it with the soldered butt connectors. You know, you just hit it with a little bit of heat. And it melts the solder. That's a ticket, baby. Got the ls3 cam bridge in here, so it click in. So I bought the one for the BBT to non-BBT, and it ended up being the wrong one, so I wasted money like on other stuff. That's why as we do a build, you buy something, it doesn't work. Oops. So it sits on the shelf. Want me to work for the next build. Alright, just wasting money. Anyways, look at that. ls3 90 millimeter. Sucking all that air in. Now I watched a video where I was gonna run a 92. I actually watched a video where they actually dyno tested and everything, and you know, unless you're running 700-800 horsepower, the 90 millimeter is more than adequate. If you put the bigger one on there, it kills your low end your low end torque. I want low end torque, that way I can blow the tires off at will. So, you know, with the Brian Tooley Racing Red Hot Cam, which at the time when I bought it was the Stage 2 B2, and now it's something else because they changed it and still kept the same name. So it made people like me look like dumbasses saying, I got a Stage 2 B2. No, it's not. That's not the same numbers. But that's what it says. Well, I actually have the cam card right here somewhere. And that's what it said. But 9 months later, they changed it up and be like, yeah, you just look like a freaking dork. Who cares? I don't care. It's the same as a Red Hot Cam, so it don't have my chili pepper, but it's got the numbers, so that's what counts. Anyways, we're real close. Real close. I need Sparky's plugs. I need Earl. I get some Earl in there. And check this out. When I prime the oil, I'm going to show you, if you've never seen that, I got a pump sprayer from Amazon for 20 bucks. I'm gonna show you how to do it. $20 Amazon garden sprayer with a small piece of hose. That $5 connector, a couple clamps, and a whole lot of freaking elbow grease. Rotate it 90 degrees. And when the Earl, damn, I just thought of something. I gotta pull the coil packs back off and remove the valve covers because once I prime the oil, God, sometimes you do stuff that's so stupid. But hey, it looks cool. Look, it looks ready to run, don't it? Ready to run and actually ready to run is two different things. Right? Right. Anyways, she's close. I'm getting her there. I'm goofing around. I'm playing. But she's getting there. She's close. I still have to have that thing right there programmed. Shut the bats off and all the skank stuff I'm not going to use. I don't have HP tuners. I don't have that $300 and something dongle that hooks to your OBD2 and all that stuff, which reminds me I still got to hook that up. I got to hook up the OBD2 port. I still got to hook up the engine light. So I'm close. I mean a nun's cunt hair close. Very close. I don't think they shave, but some do. Anyways, I'm close. I'm very close. I'm this close. I'm excited. I feel like throwing up because if you mess up, you're done. Now, I know a guy, his grandfather, him was doing an El Camino. It was like a 79, 80, 81 El Camino build. His grandfather died. So he went out and spent, from Summit, $25,000 on a supercharged, it was an ls3 or something like that, crate engine. Put it in there with the train, all that stuff. And he dumped like 30, 40 grand in that car. Cranked it up, went to the store, shut it off, came back out. It was like 2 miles up the street, cranked it up, spun a bearing. So even the factory fucks up because even though they bought it from Summit, it came from the factory. So then he had a problem with GM and all this and that because they didn't buy it from GM, and it was a big old long spiel. Eventually they fixed it. It took months to fix it, but he did that build for his grandfather. He promised him he'd fix it, he would finish it, and he did. It just took some time. Everybody messes up. Doesn't matter if the factory, doesn't matter whatever. I ain't gonna add it up right now. I had $4,500 in it and I spent some more. So, I mean, that's got to do with accessories and everything. On the block, you know, the long block, it's not that much. But I got a lot of money in this build. It's the only way I could do it. I couldn't save up, 10 grand for a dropout for the engine, train, all that stuff, and you have 100,000 miles on it. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to build the engine. I wanted it fresh when I put it in there. So that's what I did. I built it. And when I actually measured the rods and mains, I'm like, oh my God, it's so close. But then to come to find out, factory is 0.08 to 1.5 or 0.8 to 1.5, whatever. I was like, okay, I'm on the high side of factory, 1.5. Get aluminum block. When it heats up, it'll swell up to 2.0. It's probably not good enough for bouncing off the rev learner. But hey, we'll figure it out, won't we? We sure will. So if I messed up, it just ain't gonna last long. If I didn't, this engine's gonna last a long time. No, it's not a cheap build at the junkyard and this and that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. People do what they can do with their budget and everything. There's some awesome builds out the junkyard. There's some cheap builds. I had planned on going to get a wrecked vehicle or something and doing it that way. But where I live, I have no place to pull it. I can't find anywhere, to put the vehicle so I can pull everything out and actually put it in here. So some people save a lot of money doing it that way. I couldn't do it. I don't have the place for it. So I had to do it this way. Bought the block, had it sent here, had it machined, started buying parts. This has been a long, freaking stressful year. I need this part, I need this part, I need this part. I gotta order that, I gotta get that. I've had to go down list after list and keep rewriting the list and going over it. It's been a stressful freaking year. and you want to have fun with your build, have your woman get on board. I just dropped $1,000 on parts, exterior parts, throttle body and this sensor and that sensor and a coil pack and injectors and all this other stuff. And Grandma Vic's just like, go ahead and get it. It's okay, go ahead and get it. Let's get it done. We gotta get it done. We gotta need to start it up. Get your woman on board with your build, and it's less stressful. Now, had she been against me the whole time I did this, I wouldn't be doing it. That's a great woman in there. 25 years we've been together. So 24 years and some odd months. We're coming up on 25 years together. That's a good woman in there. I mean, she gets on board with the build. She comes out here and helps when she can. I mean, she works with the live. She does everything. That's a good woman. A woman is in with your build. Whether she helps you or not, if she's just on board with it, it's worth it. But if she comes out and tries to help when she can, Grandma Vic was out here torquing the head down. I mean, if you've seen the video with it, she was out here torquing the head down. When she can, because she's got her medical issues and stuff, but she's out here torquing the head and stuff down. Comes up to financial stuff, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. We'll figure it out, just get it. Get your woman on board, have her do it with you. You will have so much more fun. Unless you guys just don't like each other and there's no sense in you guys being together. Anyways, that's another story. Anyways, guys, look, it's close. It's very close. Look at that. Look at them sexy ass eBay headers. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Those sexy headers. Now, if you get some of the real cheap ones, this one bends too tight and then you can't get the plug and the wire on there. But this one comes out further and bends. The other ones come out and bend immediately, and then you can't get nothing on there without dropping the header. I didn't want that one. Now, I still spent $80 on these headers and collectors and all that. So we'll see how that goes. If it don't, I'm only out $80, not $300 or $400 or $1,500 for stainless work or something. So for my $80, guess what? I'll throw them out back and let grass grow around them. I don't care. But if they work, guess what? How much money did I save? Even if they crack in 6 months, how much money did I save? But I can just unbolt them and throw another set on. Exactly. That's what I said. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyways. Alright, guys. I'm getting close. I am really close. I'm sick of my stomach. Every time I start thinking about starting this thing up and somewhere I messed up. Anytime I work on a car, whether it's a timing chain or anytime I go into an engine, until I fire it up and it's running good, I'm sick of my stomach. My Crown Vic, just recently, before I actually sold the engine, I opened it up, did the timing set on it, and guides and all that stuff on it, put it back together. I fired it up and it ran smooth, but until then, I was sick of my stomach. Did I time it right? Did I put it in the right place? Did I do everything right? Did I torque everything down correctly? Did I start in my mind going over every single bolt? I torqued that one down right, torqued that one down right, torqued that one down right. And until it's actually running, I don't relax. And this is way worse. Way worse. I feel like throwing up right now. Anyways, deuces. Have a good night. She will be started soon. Oh, and when you start seeing boxes emptying out, tell me they had a great feeling. Tell me it's not a great feeling.